it's John from Reidys. I'm here with Michael from Taylor. We're going to have a look at something that I'm really excited about. It's the new Taylor Grand Pacific body shape. Michael, can you just talk us through what it is, what it sounds like, that kind of thing, and where it kind of came from?
I certainly can. Thanks a lot. It's a designed by master luthier Andy Powers. It features the V-Class bracing, which was released last year in 2018. Andy, when he first designed the V-Class bracing, we first released it in the Grand Auditorium shape, Taylor's best-selling, most popular shape, but he actually developed it using the Dreadnought shape. So it was this year that he continued to redesign the Dreadnought with a little bit of a round shoulder, upper bout, and it's really designed to give Taylor kind of a new sound, a very seasoned, kind of a blended sound where the notes all sort of ring together, very blended, whereas the Grand Auditorium, you hear a little more articulation, a little more individual notes. We make the analogy often between the Grand Auditorium sounds more like a piano, where you hear the individual notes ring. Yeah. The Grand Pacific, the new body shape, sounds more like an organ, where you're holding a chord down and the notes all sort of blend together a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It's got like a super old vibe kind of sound to it.
Absolutely, yeah. And in fact, Andy, when he was redesigning the Dreadnought from Taylor, was listening to a lot of the old Americana and roots records that he grew up on, and realized that that's the sound he really loved but there was a sound in those instruments that has a certain amount of air moving through them, the big old Dreadnoughts, and it's not really usable sound. So he was trying to filter that out a little bit with this body shape along with the V-Class bracing.
There's a big difference between hearing them on the record and then when you actually play one, and it's kind of based on the record, isn't it?
Absolutely, and on the record, there's a lot of process that can help remove that. I mean, it starts with EQ and maybe compression, and then of course they're going to mix the record, then master the record, add other instruments, and all those things really help remove some of that. So Andy wanted to do that with the guitar before, when you're just sitting here playing the guitar like this, or playing solo, remove some of that unusable sound and get rid of some of that low-end rumble. You haven't gotten rid of the low end of the guitar. There's still plenty of bottom end on the guitar, but got rid of some of the unusable sound.
No, I like it. Could we have a listen?
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's beautiful. You've still got a Taylor element to it, but it's like it's a Laurel Canyon kind of feel to it, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah. Nice analogy. That's the music I grew up on too, and and this version is the 517 Builder's Edition. There's also a 717 Builder's Edition with a few features, really nice, beautiful comfort features, and then also a 317, which is Sapele back and sides. So the one we're listening to, the 5, is mahogany back and sides with a torrefied Sitka spruce top with a wild honey burst. So they're all available either with or without pickup, either the 5 and the 7, either with a natural top or the wild honey burst, and they won't come with a cutaway because it requires the full body to give that nice sound that Andy was looking for in the Dreadnought. And I could give you just a really brief rundown of the features on the Builder's Edition if you'd like.
Perfect.
So the neck carve is called a compound neck carve, a compound carve where it actually starts with a kind of a slight V shape, and as you move down the neck, it rolls into a nice kind of a rounded C shape. So you'll feel the transition as you move closer down toward the body of the guitar. Also, the fretboard has been rounded off on the edges for comfort, and again, all these are really features that really make it more of a pleasure to play, and just really more comfortable. If you look at the heel block, you'll see that it's a rounded off heel block with no ridge. Again, with no cutaway, it's a nice way to make this transition up into the higher frets a little more comfortable as the palm of your hand rests up here. Also, the back and sides have chamfered edges, which allow, again, a nice rolled over feel. You still no sharp edges on the as you transition to the top and the back of the guitar. Feels really comfortable against your body and on your arm here.
Yeah.
And then lastly, you'll notice that the bridge is a little different design for Taylor, where the wings have been rounded off and softened up a little bit. Kind of a curved wing design right here at the corners. Again, providing more comfort as you move across the top of the guitar. Yeah, and these, again, these are all Builder's Edition features that are on the 500 mahogany version and the 700 rosewood, which is this one right here.
I kind of like, I don't know whether it's intended, but like with the bridge where it's rounded a little bit at the edges, it's a bit like some of the old, when you look at like Golden Era Martins and that kind of thing, where because they were a wooden like template, they'd round off the edges weren't ever as sharp, so it's kind of got that kind of feel to it.
Yeah, and it, you know, I mean, one of the most recognizable parts of Taylor, of course, over the years, the shape of the headstock, with any guitar really. Of course, Taylor has a long time patent on their bridge design, and Andy found a way to just, you know, again, do with a Builder's Edition, offer a few more features that add a little extra comfort to the guitar. And this is the rosewood model, rosewood back and sides, again, a torrefied spruce top, but this is the natural top. So you're going to hear with the rosewood, a little more dynamic as rosewood does, but still has that nice seasoned kind of blended sound that he was going for in the shape.
It sounds amazing. It's amazing. So we're going to have these in store. We're going to have the full range in. We're going to have them on the website pretty soon as well, so you can have a look, come in, have a play, see what you think, and we can have a talk through them as well. Thank you, Michael.
My pleasure. Thank you.